Welcome to week 7. Congratulations on making it through the transition phase. We are now moving into the maintenance phase of your program. So one thing that's very, very important, I want you guys to make sure if you have not been a solid 21 days with staying in your 2 pounds of your ending of your low calorie phase, I do not want you to move forward. So if you went above 2 pounds and had to do a steak day, your clock starts over. So as soon as you have successfully done 21 days at that 2 pound swing in your weight, then you can move forward in your maintenance phase. The reason that that is so important is that 3 weeks, that time frame of maintaining that solid weight is what is resetting your metabolism. So basically that becomes your new set point. If you move forward too quickly before that's actually happened, then you are at risk for gaining the weight back. So I want this time to be different for you guys. I want you to really establish that new set point, that new metabolism that's going to be fired up and working better so that you can go from here forward with ease and be able to maintain that weight loss. So it's really, really important not to move forward until your body is ready. So we're going to be talking about nutrition. This week we are going to start to add in a little bit of carbs. So that's going to be exciting for a lot of you. We're going to be talking about the importance of consistency with your fitness routine and how creating habits around fitness and consistently moving on a daily basis will make this so much easier for you from here forward. And we're going to be talking today for our success strategy is going to be about creating healthy habits. So that ties in really nicely to the consistency habit with our fitness. So let's start off with our nutrition. Just like the last 3 weeks, actually the last 6 weeks, we are going to continue with no sugar, no sweets. Try to stay away from artificial ingredients, artificial sweeteners. Those are all very detrimental to your body. So the minute you start putting sugar back into your system, you are going to go back to having cravings, and then you're going to have that constant willpower battle. So right now, your body is running very efficiently. Your cravings should be gone, and it's so much easier if you just don't go back to having the sugar and the sweets. You'll find that you'll have to work at it less. So I also want you to weigh yourself daily at this point. We'll continue that for the next 3 weeks. And it's really, really important. Once again, if you have had to go to a steak day to get your weight back down, that is where your transition time resets. So make sure you do the full 21 days before you get to your maintenance plan. But at any time during your maintenance plan, you are still okay to do a steak day if your weight fluctuates, and that will take you right back down, okay? All right, so let's talk a little bit about what the meal plan looks like. It's going to stay exactly the same as it did last week, with the exception of one thing. So let's review. 4 ounces of protein for women, 6 ounces of protein for men. So basically, your protein should equal about the size of the palm of your hand, just for quick reference. I want you doing a couple of cups of vegetables with every meal. You can throw in a little bit of fruit here and there, but your carbs should come primarily from vegetables. And keep that varied. It's very important that you're getting lots of different vegetables so that you get all of the nutritional benefit. Okay, here is where the change comes in. So this week, now this is for breakfast only, don't do it at any other time during the day, but for breakfast only, you are allowed to have 1/4 a cup of carbs. And I'm going to give you a very specific list that needs to come from. Okay, so breakfast only, 1/4 of a cup only for right now, and we're going to slowly increase that amount, but for this week, that's where I want you to stay. You'll still be able to have your tablespoon of fat, and I highly encourage that. I want you guys to make sure that's something that you're not missing. And then if you need, if you need to, you are welcome to do 2 snacks. You can do 1 ounce of protein, another cup of vegetables, a little bit more fat. I actually prefer, if you can not do the snacks, I think that your body is going to, your metabolism specifically will work better. So if you can do it in 3 meals, bump up your protein a little bit, bump up your carbs, bump up your fat to compensate for not having the snacks. But I really want you guys to try to stick with 3 meals a day if you can help it, okay? So this is what our approved grain and carb list looks like. So everything on this list is okay for you to eat in moderation. So 1/4 of a cup is what we're looking at. Brown rice, quinoa is one of my very most favorites because it has got so much protein in it. And it's actually not a true, for people that are gluten sensitive, quinoa is not, it's a pseudo grain, so it does not have gluten in it, so it should be very, very easy on your system. Steel cut oats are fine. There's a lot of different beans that you'll see on here: kidney, chickpea, black beans, navy, lima beans, lentils. Those are all fine. Bran, rye, the sweet potatoes and yams are great. Buckwheat, amaranth, whole grain bread, and high fiber cereal. Now, the high fiber cereal, I'm a little bit leery of because it's pretty high. A lot of times they have a lot of sugar, so be really, really careful on that one. And I would probably avoid it unless you just are jonesing for some cereal because you haven't had it for a while, but really, really watch the sugar content. And on your bread, make sure that it says whole grain on it. That's the 2 most important things that it will say on there. So if it's whole grain bread, you can have, I would say probably 1 piece of bread would be the equivalent of 1/4 of a cup. Okay, so stay on this list exclusively. I don't want you eating anything off of this list because it's not going to fit the nutritional profile that we need to stay within. So be really, really tight on this list, and I've attached a copy for you so you can print it out and have that with you so that you can remember what that looks like. Okay, so let's talk about the fitness part, the exercise part. I want you guys to keep doing your high intensity interval training, your burst training, 3 times this week. So if you can make it through 3 rounds on your workout of the day that I've been sending, I want you to go 3 rounds. So you'll do 60 seconds of rest in between. The whole thing should take you 15 to 20 minutes at the very most, okay? So you can also do just the burst training and put in any exercise that you want, but make sure you're getting about 20 minutes. So get up a little bit earlier. We all have 20 minutes 3 times a week that we can allocate for this. I promise you, by building muscle, your weight will be so much easier to maintain. You're going to feel better, your mood will be better, you'll have more energy. This literally is something that is absolutely critical for you to incorporate into your day-to-day plan, okay? I know a lot of you probably have not exercised in the past, but I would like for you to figure out something that you really, really enjoy doing. And it might take playing around with it a little bit to find something that you really like and that you're excited to do. But plug in the intensity level of this type of training. And that way, if you do it right, you only have to do it 3 times during the week. So literally, that's such a small amount of time. I think you'll really find that that it's not that tough. So this is kind of some guidelines if you do the burst training. Even if you do this, you could do this swimming, you could do it running, on the treadmill, if you were hiking and or running trails. You could do exercises, you could do weights. It really doesn't matter what the exercise is. It's more about the intensity level. So maybe pick your 5 favorite exercises, go all out 30 to 45 seconds, and then rest for 45 to 60 seconds. And you can, there are actually a lot of, there are some timers that you can download for your phone. They are called Tabata timers, so T-A-B-A-T-A, and you can set that to 45 seconds, and then a little buzzer goes off, and then after 60 seconds of rest the buzzer goes off. And so you can set that to however many rounds you want to do, and you can set the amount of time that it has on there. So it allows you to be able to easily make those transitions back and forth. Okay, the next thing that I really want you guys to work on, so these are the three exercises, or the 3 weekly workout sheets that I've sent you guys. If you go off of these sheets, just alternate, do 1 workout each day of the week so that you can change it up a little bit and hit all the different muscle groups. Just to kind of keep it so you don't get bored. Also, I want you guys still to be walking and doing yoga, maybe twice this week, okay? And from here forward, really a couple of times a week. You can actually do this every single day, and you'll get so many health benefits from it. I think once you get started, you'll find that you really enjoy it. It's really good for stress. It keeps you flexible. There is just so many benefits, especially with the yoga. So I'm going to attach just some basic yoga poses for you. These are all specifically to help with detoxing. So just try them out. You can actually get online and Google yoga poses and or yoga workouts. You can get on YouTube and type in yoga workout and actually sit and follow along to a workout. And for some people that's easier. Or if you just choose to do 1 or 2 exercises here and there if you have time, you're still going to get the benefits from them. They help detox your body. It's great for stress. It's really, most of us, especially as we get older, we do not get enough stretching in, and you start to notice a lot of health related issues because of that. So this will help keep your body limber, and it feels really, really good. So try to incorporate some yoga into your day. Spend that time reflecting on all of those things that you're grateful for. This is a really, really good time for you to meditate, to say your affirmations, to be grateful for everything that is going on in your body, everything that's working right, and just focus on all of those good, healthy, positive things. So I think you'll find when you're done, you feel amazing. Okay, so next I want you guys to watch the video on creating new habits and behaviors. This is where we are going to start to make some switches for you that just become automatic. Anytime you can take something and automate it, you don't have to think about it, and it becomes very, very easy. So make sure that you do this exercise. You're going to get a lot of great benefit from it. It should just take you maybe about 20 minutes, so don't skip this part. And then I encourage you guys to share on the Facebook page some of the new habits and behaviors that you're working on so that we can help hold you accountable. All right, that's all I have. You guys have an awesome week.